Paranoia is in boom. The PR transmissions will resume. They'll try to push drugs to keep us all dumbed down and hope that they will never see the truth around. Another promise, another scene, another package lie to keep us trapped in greed. Another green bells wrapped around our minds, an endless red tape to keep the truth confined. They will not force us. They will stop degrading us. They will not control us. We will be victorious.
Good timing. Hello. A super impromptu show tonight. First, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has given such kind comments and DMs and texts. For those who don't know, I do have to have another emergency eye operation. My left eye is pretty much just like, it's pretty bad, to say the least. And if this operation doesn't work, and if they cannot stop more blindness from happening, it will be completely blind. And my right eye is already, partially blind as well. So, it's not easy to be dealing with this. But I appreciate all of you who have, reached out with your kind words and your support. It is noticed, and it means a lot. So with that, anyway, today, am I shocked? Fuck no. If you guys watch my show, I'm not shocked. But so we find out now that Biden and members of Congress, all who take APAC, shocker, have blocked Unwra, which gives the aid to Gaza, the aid that Biden said, oh yeah, we're going to keep giving more. That's why we're building a port. And look at all the aid we just dropped in. That literally killed people. And most of it was expired, and it didn't even feed a fraction of the 2.2 million people. But yes, you're heroes. And, he gives this lip service, and we all know he is absolutely lying. Like, at this point, I think I would just be cooler with the fact if he just said, look, I don't care if these people die, because at least then we could say he's being honest. But this fucker, he just keeps lying and lying and lying. And these people eat it up. Is a big old fucking circle jerk. That's all this is. Bootlicking bizarre. It's just fucking bananas. So he's sitting there like, we built a port, so we'll be able to get in food better and stuff. Doesn't say shit about all the Israeli people blocking, like creating blockades, so the food trucks can't even get in. And I don't know if you guys know this, because it's not reported on very often, but if there's even all these food aid trucks have to be searched, like literally every inch of them have to be searched. And if there is even one thing that's like slightly open or anything like that, the entire food truck has to turn around. the entire food truck. Nope, you're done. Nobody gets any of it. That's fucking insane. So you have this food truck, and not only are people blocking it, but then when you go to maybe get to some point where people can get some of the food, you're like, oh, wait, this fucking imitation ramen noodle has a pinhole in the corner. So now the whole truck has to be turned around. That's the kind of shit that's going on. And now Biden says, fuck this, we're banning, the food coming over at all. And he says this, what, a week after? He says, is shit like he's still, and he started using the word ceasefire. Like, he literally started using those words. I'm pretty sure the first time he said it, it was an accident, because I find it very hard to believe that they would like let him say that. But anyway, so that's the first thing we find out. And like I said, not a shock, but disgusting all the same. Then we find out 3.3 billion more dollars given to Israel today. 3.3 billion more to Israel. This fucker wants to lose. He wants to lose. There is nobody in his right mind, and we know he's not in his right mind, who would be like, oh, I'm losing. Everybody hates me. People literally are protesting in the streets every day for 6 months, with pictures of me with bloody hands, and they're not going to vote for me. But hey, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I know how I'm going to earn their vote. I'm going to fuck up things even more. And I'm going to tell all the kids, guess what? I'm banning TikTok. He wants to fucking lose. Like, he wants to. Trump was the best thing that happened to the Dems. Because not only was it phenomenal for fundraising, it is the easiest way in the world to be like, yeah, our candidate sucks, but Trump. And like, just about that, let's touch on that for a minute. So, there's this meme going around, and it's Biden, and it's like, Biden's not my favorite person, but next to Trump, he's the one with humanity. Wait, you're using the word humanity? On the day that he cut off aid and gave 3.3 billion more dollars to do this. People want to believe these things so badly that they convince themselves. It is so much easier for them to be in this alternate universe and to have this cognitive dissonance than to accept the fact that the political system is garbage, that politicians are garbage, that they are liars. Representatives do not represent us. That's a fact. And if you believe they do, I want whatever you're on, because no, it doesn't happen. So, when you have people like, well, if Trump's elected, he's going to do the same thing. Okay, so here's what I say to that. That's really likely. However, he will be continuing what Biden has already been fucking doing for 6 months. And if and when Trump gets elected in November, Biden will have been doing it for over a year. So, no, you're not going to threaten me with the possibility of something. You're not going to threaten me with conjecture when reality is happening right fucking now. Right now. Trump is not in office. I hate to break it to these people. He's not in office. He's still in office in their fucking heads. He'll never be out of office, even if he's physically not in office. He's in office as far as they're concerned. It's truly astounding that we're supposed to be like, oh yeah, Trump will continue this. Biden's continuing it. What the fuck kind of threat is that? Who the fuck cares who's continuing it? It's continuing. That's the fucking point. Who gives a fuck? What does it matter? You think these kids, who are dying are like, but at least it's blue bombs. Come on, guys. It's all right. It's a Democrat doing it. You guys, it's all right. That really makes a fucking difference. So I don't know if people, they're irrational. Let's put it that way. They're irrational. Also, you have these Dems who say things like, but Trump, but Trump. But here's the thing, like, as expected, Biden is the only one left running in the Dems. Shocker. So that effectively means he's a nominee. Also a shocker. Now, what that means is not one person has to vote for him in the primaries. Not one. He's literally got the fucking nomination because he's the only one. And you have these people out here like, I'm going to vote for Biden tomorrow because but Trump. He's already the nominee. You don't have to vote for him. You want to vote for him. You want to. Just admit it. That's why you're doing it. You're not but Trump. There is no fucking but Trump. Trump and Biden, that's it. That's all there is. The primaries could stop tomorrow and it's not going to fucking make a difference. So when people are like, oh, but Trump, that's why I'm voting for Biden tomorrow. Nah, you're voting for him because you fucking want to. You're voting for him because you are that fucking heartless and that fucking vapid and that fucking lacking of empathy that you're like, yeah, no matter, even though it's not the general, and I talk about but Trump, and even though it doesn't matter if I fucking vote in the primaries at all, I'm still gonna do it. Think about that. Think about how fucking disgusting you will be to go and vote for this person during a primary. I'm not going to vote for him even in the general. I didn't last time either. But my point is that but Trump shit has nothing to do with primaries. Nothing. He's the only one. Nobody has to vote for his ass. Nobody. Ever again in this primary. Doesn't fucking matter. So anyone who has not yet voted in the primaries, I strongly encourage you to do so as the non-committed, uncommitted, write in whatever you can, because they are noticing. Do I believe that they're telling us the full amount of people doing it? Fuck no. But they are reporting, quite a number of them. And any, uncommitted is a really powerful word, especially in the time of vote blue no matter who. That's why things don't change. I'm going to give you my vote regardless. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to hold you accountable because vote blue no matter who. That is the most privileged fucking shit ever. So saying the word uncommitted is really fucking powerful because it's telling them we're not committed. You want our vote, fucking earn our vote. And hell no, there's nothing they could do to earn it. Obviously not. But still, people are so more and more and more every fucking day. People are waking up to realize they don't fucking care. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't. All we have is each other. That's it. None of these people give a fuck about us. They're paid not to. That's their job. I'm just looking at the, let me see, I see a lot of people tuning in on Twitter. I cannot, for those just tuning in, I cannot see the comments because I am mostly blind, but I do go read them after. And I do want to do a spaces this week as well, because I want to on Twitter, because I want to hear from you guys directly. I want to hear how this is impacting you. I want to hear about your take on things. I want to hear, and I'm very interested to hear from you guys about how your families are. Like, I know with my families, my in-laws are just Biden can do no wrong. Proud Democrats. And it can get really ugly because I can only hold myself, my words in for so long. But I want to know how you guys are with your families. Do your families agree with you? Do your friends agree with you? Do you have work people that you deal with who are vocally, yay Israel or yay fuck Hamas or, something like that you work with or, anything like that. How do you deal with that? How, do you fight back? Do you or do you hold it inside and rant later? Like, how do you do that? Or are you supported and do you have family, who is like, yeah, let's get out in the streets together? That must be nice. I mean, I think it's really hard as humans, and especially as humans who are so passionate about this, who are so, it is so obviously black and white. No pun intended. So obviously. I mean, there could not be a situation more obvious. One side is humanity. It could not be more obvious. And it's really difficult to see people we love and people we respect who we think are good people not fucking getting it or choosing not to get it or choosing to ignore it or choosing to try and rationalize it. It's really fucking hard. And history is not going to look kindly upon them. And that's also what we need to do. We need to talk to our kids and grandkids and tell them the reality of what's going on. Because these school books in the future, damn right well, they are not going to talk about things the way they're actually happening. We need to instill that in the kids and grandkids so they fucking know. Look, here's what happened. Because talk about whitewashing, oh my God. It's going to be bananas in the future to look at how Palestinians are going to be portrayed. So I know I just kind of like went off on a tangent, but this show, like I said, was really impromptu. I am going to try to do the show tomorrow night with Matt. I don't know. Like I said, it's an emergency surgery, so I don't know if they're going to call me tomorrow or Tuesday or what. Like, I don't know. But I'm going to try to do the show tomorrow and also try to do spaces on Twitter this week because I want to hear from you guys about Israel and Palestine and what your thoughts are. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Even if you are watching this on Twitter, please go to YouTube and smash subscribe, smash the like button, share, and tune in the future. Thanks so much, guys. Much love.